Hi, welcome into Knit Habits. As you know, my name is Christina, your yarn host for today, and as you can tell, I am not in my office. I have a friend with me, and we are sitting at Oak City Fibers, my local yarn store that I've been talking a lot about, and here I have with me Glen. Hi, good morning.
Hey.
Welcome. Thank you for being on the podcast and agreeing to come on. Hopefully, I hope regularly, so we can talk about the show at the store and talk about the beautiful yarn that you're bringing in. So hopefully we can do that.
That would be good.
Yeah. Okay. You can find me on Instagram as XtinakNitta and on Ravelry as XtinakYarnie. Do you know where they can find you?
They can find me online at oakcityfibers.com. It's my website. Everything in the store is on the website, down to the smallest notion. Also, you can find me on Instagram, Oak City Fibers, or Facebook, Oak City Fibers. So look me up and follow me, and you can see all my posts and what's coming new and what's on sale and all that kind of stuff.
Perfect. Okay. And I thought we could start today with Glen talking a little bit about this, why he started the store, maybe a little bit about his yarn journey, and then we'll jump into some things that I've finished and that we're working on, and shop news, and a little bit of therapy talk at the end. So go ahead and let us know why you started the store, what made you want to open a yarn store, because it is quite a large endeavor to own your own business.
I didn't know that when it started.
Had I known.
Yeah, had I known. Anyway, it's kind of like my two past marriages. Had I known.
Right. Foresight.
Yes. But anyway, my name's Glen Lowry. I'm a native of Wake Forest, North Carolina, which is 15 minutes down the road. I am a retired federal employee with the Environmental Protection Agency. I retired December of 2022. Had no intentions of opening a yarn store because I had tried this with a friend in 2017 and just looking for retail space in the Raleigh area. We realized we didn't have time to look for retail space, much less run a yarn shop, because she worked and I worked, and different things were happening in our lives. She was battling cancer, and it was ovarian cancer, and she's alive today and doing well.
Good.
So she's one of my best friends. Anyway, my husband and I was retired, and I'm a current heart patient. I've had some heart health issues, and we went to Italy in May of 23 for the fourth time as my retirement party, and we were having a great time. And of course, I carry knitting everywhere I go, and we came out of a church that we had missed the other 4 times in Italy, and I looked at the street level. There were big yarn balls, like the big chenille balls you get at Joann's. I was like, Chris, there's yarn at the ground level. I said, is that a yarn store? Can't be, because it's going down steps. And he said, you're not in America anymore. So we head straight to the yarn shop, and I don't even know the lady's name or the name of the shop, but I remember it very well. I was talking some Italian in conversation with her, very broken Italian, and I said, how long have you been in business? And she said 27 years. And I said, oh my God, you must make a lot of money.
Great for her.
And she took my arm like that and said, no, I live life. And I was like, oh my God. And instantly it's like it hit me. I need to open the yarn shop. So we came home and started looking. That was the end of May. And I secured the lease. The lease was signed on October 4th, and I opened November 1st. I had worked all summer buying yarns, getting contractor estimates for the space, for remodel, buying furniture. The house was packed. The garage was packed full of stuff. Anyway, so we opened November 1st in the North Raleigh area. My whole story is on my website, but my main goal was to build a community, a diverse community of all different ages, races, sexual orientations, anything. Everybody is welcome at Oak City Fibers. And that includes multi-crafting. We've had needle felters come in and do the punching thing, and everybody says, oh my gosh, Glen, are you going to start that? And I'm like, not right yet. anyway,
Crochet.
crochet, tatting,
Yeah. We've
knitting.
seen I've seen a few people cross stitching.
Yes. All fiber arts are welcome.
Yeah.
When Chris and I sat for endless nights last summer, picking out the store, the decor and the displays and all this stuff. Anyway, I had a vision, and I brought the vision to life. And the day we got the rug down and the chairs in, and the chandelier, electrician had to come wire all that. That's another long story, but I think I'll take that chandelier with me when we leave.
Right.
That's how much it cost.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyway, I said, "Oh, this is the circle of love," and Chris said, "No, that sounds too mushy, you know." And I said, "Well, I want everybody to love everybody and respect everybody." I said, "And be kind." And he said, "Oh, you should name it the Circle of Kindness."
Yeah.
So that's what we're setting in today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we do not allow any politics or religion in the circle. None of that discussion, but everything else is on the table, as Ann and I say. It's been a journey. When I opened November 1st, I had about 250 customers that day. It was a Wednesday.
Wow.
And then Thursday and Friday, we were, of course, open. And that Saturday was the grand opening. And we quit counting at 500. And it was lined around the store for 3 hours for checkout. So it was a really great grand opening. And I thought I had ordered all the yarn I needed for a while last year. And I was like, oh, my God.
You needed more.
So I sat down and started ordering. And the inventory levels have quadrupled. I was saying tripled, but now it's quadrupled. Everything that the store brings in, I bring in new stuff or refill, restock all the time.
Yeah. And you do your lives on Instagram.
I do my lives on
to show stuff that you've gotten in and what's coming. And
yeah, I do. I try to do those on Wednesdays and Saturdays, not to be routine, but I'm very type A, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this on Wednesday morning and Saturday morning, and I have learned so much about just since November 1st about people. I'm very customer oriented. I just hired my third person that starts next week. The shop's growing, the employees are growing, and I've learned so much about people and yarns and
what people buy,
what people buy. What I have a mentor. Her name is Donna, and she coached me through a lot last year. But her shop was in a different region, and I learned some things that would sell at her shop. It's not going to sell here because we're in a different region, different climate, different people. So I try to accommodate customers and their needs, but I can't carry everything.
You mean you want them to buy the yarn?
Yeah. Oh, so I never finished that story. So I was talking about my main goal was to have a community. And when I interviewed the employee this week for her second interview, I said, my goal is to have a community because some days I feel like I can't make it. I just can't. I'm so tired and and all this stuff. But the minute people walk in the door, it like recharges me and gives me life, because this is why I started the store, for people to come and people to feel welcomed and feel appreciated. Anyway, I said, but to have that community, we have to sell yarn.
Right.
And people's like, oh, this is wild. How much? I can't afford all this yarn. I said, well, you don't have to buy it all today. You can buy a little bit each day.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Buy a little bit at a time.
Yeah. So it's fun, and what I'm really enjoying now is the business has got to a place where I'm planning 5-6 months out. I'm looking at the fall, what I'm going to bring in new, what lines to add. Look at the seasons and plan for holidays and different occasions and classes. I am looking for teachers all the time. I'm looking for teachers. If you have, I want to learn tatting. I have no idea what supplies are needed, but I saw an Instagram video of this lady going. I'm like, oh my God, I want to do that. That looks like fun, So I want to do things like that to pique interest. But my main goal is knitting and crocheting. So I don't have room to carry supplies for everything. So Yeah. Yet. Yeah.
Maybe
so.
Right. Well, and I have to say that you have created that. I think, it's definitely been successful, and I haven't been coming on Wednesdays as often as I would like lately. But what the Wednesdays that I have been here, there has been a diverse group of people and good conversation, and everybody is welcome, and we do sit here, whether you're in one of these nice comfy chairs or the folding chair. It's a good mix, and you do a really good job of like going around and trying to create conversation with everybody and saying hi to people that are coming in, and so definitely.
She's talking about Whiny Wednesdays. We're open until 7, and just this week, one of the partners of one of my crocheters / knitters, that morning, she said they woke up and he looked down and he said, "Oh, it's Glen's Day. Are you going to Glen's Day tonight?"
Right, there you go.
So we laughed about that.
Yeah.
But Wednesday nights is our big social time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be adding more social times once the summer comes.
And Saturday is pretty big, too.
And you're welcome to come to the shop anytime. Mm-hmm. Every time the doors are open, people are welcome to come sit and knit and crochet or sit and talk. We've had people come in and cry because something happened in their life and they share it with us. Mm. We've had people come in and say, "I'm a grandma,"
good.
And show pictures.
Yeah.
So one of my things you'll hear me say a lot in the shop is you're welcome to sit in a circle of kindness anytime the doors are unlocked.
Okay.
You don't have to use my yarn. I do appreciate you not talking about other shops while you're in my shop. You don't go to Bojangles and talk about McDonald's, kind of thing. But I'm a firm believer that this area is big enough for many fiber stores and crafters.
Yeah.
We have a lot, and
absolutely.
Everybody's welcome here.
Yeah, good.
Anytime.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Well, let's jump into, I'll just talk real quickly. I don't have a lot of knitting stuff going on. I have a couple of small FOs, and then we'll talk about some things that we're working on, and then we'll talk about things that are coming to the shop and the therapy talk. So we'll jump right into this. I do have this pair of socks. This is some Opal that I had purchased a couple of months ago. There is the tag for that, the Crazy Waters colorway, with the number, which is number 11315. And if you're not familiar with Opal, it is kind of a more rustic sock yarn, but there you have that. So that's 15, my usual vanilla pattern, which is 15 rows of twisted rib, 60 rows of leg, shadow wrap heel, 60 rows of foot, and then that umbrella toe that I like from Kay of the Bakery Bears.
So we carry that yarn, and I love a twisted rib.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah,
it's nice and tight. And it just looks really good.
It does.
Yeah.
I was online. I'm having Kate Oates to the shop in September.
Right, I saw
and she
your
brought
live.
up twisted rib, and we're like, oh my God, I love, and it's such an easy technique.
It is.
But I've never heard of that heel.
The shadow wrap heel?
Oh, yes, I've heard of that one. I was talking about the toe. I'm sorry.
Oh, the umbrella toe from Kay of the Bakery Bears. Yeah, she uses that a lot, and it's just a nice rounded toe instead of that wedge one that I don't feel like fits.
Right.
It just always looks weird, and I just really like the rounded toe.
Well, you'll have to teach me that.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, definitely. And so I do have two. So
you don't have second sock.
No. Get that other one going.
That's right.
And then the other sock that I did is actually a sock by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears, and it's the Spring Shorty sock.
Love it.
Yeah, it's really pretty, and it's nice and squishy and has some eyelets on there. Mm-hmm. And I always do the
shadow wrap heel.
Yeah, but I decided to do the one that's in the pattern, which is the garter edged heel flap and gusset, and then the square.
So you know what I do when I knit my socks, when I do a gusset like this, I do the first row when you pick up your gusset stitches, I knit through the back loop to twist those, and it brings it to the back. So then it looks like this heel is like 3D.
Oh, okay.
Just about.
I'll have to do that.
Try that next time. It's fun.
Yeah. And she did 12 rows of just 2x2 ribbing on here, and then her umbrella toe. So yeah, I really like this. This is out of some Trilogy yarns that I just had left over. I had like 200 yards of this left over. It's her yak sock, which is super soft.
I need to feel that.
I've
never felt yak sock. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, it's 70% merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon.
So is that a sturdy?
You know, I haven't used it in a sock yet. I think I used this in a shawl before, and that's why I had some left over. So I'll have to see. I'll let you know. But it is nice and soft.
Yes, I need to get some yak in the shop.
Yeah.
Some yak sock would be nice.
Yeah.
I need to find it. If anybody wants to recommend a good vendor, I'm always open to suggestions. Of course, I can't carry everything, but I would like to. I need to
get some yak.
Get some yak going on.
Yeah, that's super soft. All right, and I do, of course, have two here.
I thought you was handing it to me.
Sure, you can.
Looks like it fit my foot too.
There you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, nice, easy pattern too to follow and quick to knit, and it's just 4 rows, so you can definitely memorize it. Yeah, really easy.
Olympic knitting.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. We should get a medal for it.
We should.
Gold medal. All right, so that's the only finished objects that I have. All of those were knit on a US 1 2.25, which is my usual go-to.
That's
yeah,
my favorite size
I'm a 9-inch
too.
circular person, but I think you're a magic loop person.
No, I'm a 2 circular person.
2 circular person. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, WIPS, what are you working on?
Well, I finished nothing since I opened the yarn store. Well, I do finish socks, so I always have those on needles.
That's understandable.
This is, well, I'll bring that up later. What I'm working on is the knit along for the month.
And what bag do you have in there?
Oh, this is
packet.
You remember Fringe Supply? Mm-hmm. They went out of business for COVID, and I bought all my bags from Black Mountain Yarn Shop back in the day.
Oh, this is that waxed canvas?
Yes.
That's
and
nice.
It's that, what do you call this stuff? The Scottish, whatever it's called. But anyway, love this bag.
Tartan.
Yes, that's it. Anyway, this is the knit along by Ambah O'Brien that we're doing this month, August. It's the This or That wrap, and she also has a shawl version. So I picked, the yarn is Twisted Willow.
Hold it up while you get
single ply linen.
Oh, that's nice. And it's soft for
and
linen.
This yarn's on sale at the shop for 25% off online and in person.
That's beautiful.
That's the colorway Regatta.
Regatta.
And this yarn here is Leading Men Showstopper Sock.
That's nice.
That wound up beautiful.
Yeah, it did.
Those colors are good. And then my lace section of the This or That wrap is another Twisted Willow linen single.
How beautiful those colors are in there.
Yes. And
you know, it looks from back here, it just looks kind of flat, but then when you hold it up, it's really hiding a lot of blues and golds, which really pick it up on all 3 of these.
And this is the shop sample.
It's a beautiful shawl.
And it's mosaic. Woo! I'm hiding behind the shawl.
No, you're good. So it has some garter stuff and lace.
Yes, but the thing about the pattern is you can choose your own path.
Oh, beautiful.
So this is the triangle lace section.
Okay.
I chose for mine the circle section.
Okay.
So what you do with the pattern, she gives you each section, you have 2 choices. So when I started the pattern, I went through and circled my choices. But then as you see it knit up, you can always switch to another choice.
Okay.
So all the choices, you still use the same amount of yarn, which I think is wonderful. So anyway.
It's fun.
Yeah, so I'll see. Mine will turn out completely different than the shop sample.
Yeah.
Because I pick a different mosaic section and
so everybody will have different
Everybody
ones.
have different ones.
That'll be fun. You know, you could take a picture of everybody's at the end.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that'll be
I've tried to do that for every knit along and it never happens.
I know. For best intentions, right?
Yes, you know, some of us have or cast-on-itis, we call it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, definitely. And what's the blend on this? Do you remember?
The Leading Men is on sale as well, and it's $75.25.
Okay. And then you said there's linen in this, and it's super soft.
It's a single ply linen merino.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
nice work.
The shop sample was knit in bad sheep yarn.
Yeah.
And I'm having new colorways of that coming in.
Perfect.
Any day. They shipped it yesterday.
Didn't you finish your pressed flowers, Cowl?
I did finish my pressed flowers. I try to finish the knit-along every month.
So you did finish something.
I did, yeah.
All right.
You want me to get that and show it?
Sure.
All right.
It's right there. It's beautiful. I love those colors. And this is the one you made, right?
Yes, this is the one I made. This is the July knit-along. It's called Pressed Flowers.
By
Cowl.
Amy Christophers, I believe is her name.
And I'm just rolling it around. I would put it on, but I'm already sweating.
Yeah, it's hot today outside. Already humid here, so.
And this is knit using, I carry Magpie Swanky DK and Swanky sock. And the looks like grayish blue color is from Magpie Swanky sock. And it's
beautiful. My
my custom colorway that's not carried anywhere else.
Which I'm
You
gonna
know, my
show.
motto is Happy Day.
Yes.
And I tell everybody Happy Day.
Yes.
So the colorway name is Happy Day. I have some in stock right behind me, right above my finger, actually.
Mhm.
I think that's it.
I'll be showing it. I
Yeah.
bought some last weekend.
And the orange is Chibi Sport by Moondrake. And I think it's called Carrot.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Aptly named.
And it feels so good.
It does. It does. It has a nice drape to it.
And one of my customers, she reversed my colors, which turned out I was like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wish I'd have done that. But she's like, but I love yours,
Right.
you know. So
Right.
we really love comparing the finished objects. And I try to put them
Absolutely.
in the newsletter and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that jazz.
Yeah, so you guys can sign up for his newsletter and check out the website as well.
Yes,
for sure.
oakcityfibers.com. And down at the bottom, I think it says sign up for the email.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
So I finished those, and I've got a lot of finished objects in here. So personal knitting, though.
Yeah, and I'll do a little twirl, go around and film some
I
stuff.
thought I
today.
could do the twirl. You know, I'm the gay in the crowd.
That is the only other thing I've been working on, and I talked about it last time, and I had only cast it on, so I hadn't really showed it at all. So I've done quite a bit of work. And this is just made out of City Tweed by Knit Picks that I had bought this a couple years ago, and it's just the DK weight in plum wine. So there's the blend on that. And this is the Alyssum by Jessica Kassebaum. I'm doing the extra large size, and it's just a really nice, the sweater is cropped, but I'm not going to make it cropped because I'm not of that age. But I just split for sleeves, and so I think it's going to be really pretty. Nice raglan.
It feels good, too.
Yeah, it's nice and soft.
Yeah.
It's nice and squishy. And it just really nice raglan increases, really easy to follow, nice tweed, and it does have short sleeves, so it's going to be, I think, with the color, a really nice fall piece, or even spring, really. So, yeah, and it'll go well with our weather here, because I can wear short sleeves in the winter because it doesn't get that cold.
Right.
So
I'm a short sleeve shirt person. I do not like a long sleeve shirt.
sleeves. My son
but I
is
can
like
wear
that.
a sweater.
Yeah.
I love a sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over your short sleeves.
Yeah. Well, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
And do you have one more whip that you're working on?
Oh, yes, I do.
Right.
So I sell online Emma's yarn. I sell it here too. I have the fingering sock base. That's called. Oh my gosh, I'm having one of those. Anyway,
okay.
It's Emma's sock, and then I have Emma's super silky, and then I have the practically perfect sock and simply spectacular DK. See, it came to me. I'm so
There
proud.
you go.
Yeah, the coffee's working. So this is my bag by Hyde and Hammer. I have these in this shop. They're imported from the UK.
Sweet.
This is the pattern here. I was going to say I have the kits online. It's a drop ship kit. I do not have them stocked in the store. So even if you come in the store and order one, they
Put it
ship it
together.
direct to your house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's called the Sun Shower Happy Hour shawl, I think it is, or wrap.
Okay.
So I've got this cast on. I hadn't touched it this week because store's been super busy. We have one just about completed, but in the kit you get 3 skeins of their fingering. That's in the colorway Whisper. And then you get a mini pack set. You have, I think it's 6 selections of different sets.
You don't have to take them all out.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but I was just showing how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all these beautiful colors.
Yeah. It's fun.
Sweet. Yeah.
So, that's my other whip.
So there's that. And these are on Chow Goose. Is that a 4mm?
I think it's a 5.
A 5.
I can't tell.
It's beautiful.
I have to look.
So nice. Great work.
Thank you. And
you do have some ends to weave in on that.
Oh, it's a 6.
It's a 6. Okay.
Yeah, 4mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
So that's what I've got. Plus, I have a muscle burr hat.
Okay.
Nitty Natty came to the shop last year, and she.
I've actually never made one of those. I think I'm one of the few people that's never made a muscle burr.
It's good TV/car knitting.
Right.
Where you don't have to think once you get it going. Yeah. And I have my cardigan, the Bumpy Cardigan by Max the Knitter. Love his patterns. His husband used to design Vince, and I love their work. So I'm on my 3rd Bumpy Cardigan.
Okay.
But I'm on my 4th. I have 3
on cardigan.
No, it's just called the Bumpy Cardigan.
Okay.
And it's for me, and it's a buttonless cardigan.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I love.
Yeah.
So anyway, the first one turned out pretty good. The second one's doing really well. Okay. And the third one's about this big.
No. It's getting there.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so tell us a little bit about what's new at the store or what's coming to the store.
Okay, so in August, this month, we have, I went to market, my first market as a local yarn store owner in Chicago the first week of May. And I met 2 ladies, they're sisters, Ann and Beth, and they own Plied Yarn Company. They're coming for a trunk show August 24th.
Right.
But I'm also going to be stocking their yarn. I have a shop sample already knit up so you can see it.
That's
and
beautiful.
You can feel it. It's a non-superwash. It's a mosaic knit. It's, what do you call it, marled yarn? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
So the yellow
I-cord
part of that is their primary solids, but it's really not solid. It's just, it's
yeah, you can see there's like some light and dark in that yellowy kind of, so it gets a little bit more of that chartreuse kind of color. It's beautiful.
Yes, and then the turquoise is, oh my gosh, the base is North Avenue, so it's a fingering sport weight, non-superwash, and the blue is actually like a turquoise. The turquoise changes the blue. It's like a color changing, but not like a making tracks color changing.
Okay.
But anyway,
a little bit more subtle than that.
Yeah, more subtle. But when you see the skeins, they're not subtle.
Okay.
You can see the twist. It's a 2-ply, so it's a loose twist, but it knits up beautiful. It doesn't split. This wasn't heavily blocked. This was lightly blocked, but it's feels good. And
I think with good yarn, you don't have to block it too much.
Exactly.
It just does its own thing.
Does its thing. Yeah. So it bloomed real pretty too.
Good. Perfect.
So that's the yarn coming August 24th. I'll be stocking 12 of the 2-colored yarn and 8 primary solids to coordinate with those. And I can't wait for that to arrive.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. And then
you have to make room for it somewhere.
Well, Twisted Willow, I'm running a sale for the month of August on certain lines.
Okay.
The first one, before I forget it, is Malabrigo Chunky.
Okay.
All the Chunkies, 25% off. I have 2 pencil boxes from Koigu and 2 paint cans, which are mini skein sets.
Okay.
They're 25% off. That's what's left as of last night. All Twisted Willow is 25% off, and All Leading Men is 25% off. And then all my Jill Draper is 40% off.
Right. So
I'm not saying I'm not carrying these lines anymore, but I'm clearing out to make room for what's new coming in.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm new to running sales, so I'm seeing how it's working. The Twisted Willow is flying. And well, so is all of it really. It's moving pretty well just in the past 3 days. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you have any upcoming classes coming up?
Yes, I have. We have the African. Oh my God, I forgot the name of it. The pig. I don't know if y'all saw my website or not. That class is ongoing this month. Thank you for getting that.
Yeah.
I love this pig. Everybody's talking about an emotional support chicken, and I love the pig.
I like the pig better than the chicken.
Me too.
Personally.
Look at his little tail.
Look, it's a cute little guy.
Ellery is a.
And he has a name.
Yes, his name is Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
I named him Sweet Pea.
Yep.
Ellery walked in my shop one day, and she's a young lady. I don't know her age, but she's well under 30, and she's Japanese. And she taught me so much about the different culture of, because I've crocheted for over 30 years. They don't write patterns; they just look at charts and go for it. And she wanted to teach, so I had her and her friend wrote the pattern, and she has it on Etsy, and she's teaching the class. We have a huge response for that, so that's ongoing. I also have another crochet class that's on the website, and
I don't crochet.
Amy is the teacher, and I've got it's the wrap over there. Let me go get that real quick. Yeah. But that starts the end of August.
Okay.
And then we have Kate Oates coming for a whole weekend, September 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, and I'll do a little shop tour as well. Yeah, I like the pig better, even though I don't love crochet.
Right.
But I think he's adorable. I think it's cute for stuff, like blankets, but like garments, I just don't like the way it looks.
We're on the same page, but this is made out of Malabrigo Rios.
Okay.
And some people picked, it needs a worsted weight, and people pick between vintage and Malabrigo Rios. I have more worsted in the shop, but it's hand dyed, and people don't want a $250 pig. So it takes a lot of yarn to crochet a pig.
Yeah.
But and then you had to pay for the class and the pattern and all that stuff. So but I've got Ellery working on. I have 2 grandchildren. One loves blue and one loves pink. 2 granddaughters, and that's the blue pig, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
hopefully a pink one's in the works.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Well, let me jump after I get off my papers that I sat on. A little bit of therapy talk. We've been talking about unhelpful thinking styles the last few times because there's a few of them, and
this is the part I really love.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you enjoy it. So we're going to talk a little bit about labeling. And this is talking about assigning labels to ourselves or other people. And the examples that they give are, I'm a loser, I'm completely useless, or I'm such an idiot. And those are some of the things I think that sometimes run through our minds that maybe we do or don't talk about out loud. But I think that the important part to talk about with this labeling is it becomes I always say it becomes Bible, right? It becomes the thing that you believe because you've repeated it to yourself so many times, or somebody's repeated it to you so many times, especially as a child or, teenager. Maybe people have said things to you and then you just, it becomes what your second nature. And so we have to be really careful with that self-talk because we do succeed at things.
Right.
We don't always succeed as much as we'd like.
Right.
But, I do talk to people frequently about failure. A lot of people don't want to fail. They don't want to make a mistake because they're going to think these things about themselves, right? But failure, I always tell people, like, well, what can we get from that? So that's already happened, right?
True.
Can't do anything about it. Can't change it. So what can you learn about that so that it doesn't happen again? Or if it does happen again, you already have more knowledge, or maybe you can have some foresight and see that it's going to happen. And it's easier to do if we can catch ourselves when we're having that self-talk.
Especially before the words leave your mouth.
Right.
You can change it in your mind. And
Right.
I have, to apply it to knitting, I have people come in, I think it was today's Saturday, Thursday. Yeah, I was like, what day is it? Thursday, all of a sudden, all afternoon, we had one person after another coming in needing help. And one lady has knit 5 sweaters for her grandchildren. And another lady come in and was starting a sweater, and before I could respond, the lady that's starting the sweater said, "Oh, I know I'm going to screw this up. It looks like crap, and I don't think I can do this." And before I could respond, the other lady says, "But look what you've already done."
Right.
Change the direction of your thought.
Exactly.
To say, "Look, I have knit a successful rib. Now let's tackle the next section." And Ann, my store manager, taught me a thing to say, because when she first started saying it, kind of annoyed me, but she'd say, "Don't take it so serious. It's just yarn. You can rip it out and start over.
Right.
It don't have to be perfect."
Right.
So a lot of things, once we put it out in the universe, you can't get it back, and it just permeates in your mind. So focus on what you can do instead of what you can't do.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And oftentimes,
or what you've done. Yes.
When people get depressed or have anxiety, because you have that lack of motivation when you're feeling that down, they feel like they can't do anything, or even the small things that they're doing aren't good enough, right? And so sometimes I have to tell people, well, even if you got up and all you did today was take a shower, that's something. And sometimes we do have to bring it all the way back down. We have to chunk it out to be smaller. To small things, right? Like, you're going to take a shower, and then tomorrow you're going to take a shower and get the mail. Like, sometimes that's what we have to do, is bring it back down to those easy things or simple things or small things that you think are inconsequential but can help you feel a ton better.
Yes. I journal just about every day.
Journaling's great.
So I've turned my journaling. Well, I have different sections, I'll put it that way. But I always try to give thanks for something every day. Gratitude journaling. It's not the whole journal, but
a portion of it.
But some days you're going, what my grandma used to say, you're going through the motion. And it's going through the motion of life. I never understood that till I got grown and all that stuff. But, at the end of the day, you can be like, oh, it's just another day and I got to do it all over again tomorrow. No, stop and think. Hey, I drove to work today. I finished my work. I finished this project at work. Or I cast on a new sock, or, look for the smallest of things. If you make somebody else smile, I'm a hugger, and I had a customer come in yesterday, and her mother's soon be 91, and her mother drives herself here and shops and knits, and the lady came in and she said, "I want to meet Glen, because my mother told me he hugged her." Oh. And that meant the world to her. Yeah. And see, that's like, it's coming back to me, because that gave me the best feeling. Yeah. But I gave her a good feeling. Yeah. So count those little things. If you can put a smile on somebody's face, or if you can smile at somebody, that can make all the difference. It's the small things. Yeah. And so when you're going through depression, that I have been through as well, like Christina says, my goal tomorrow is to go to the mailbox. Yep. My goal tomorrow is to watch The Price is Right all the way through. Yep. Something. Yeah. Small steps.
Sometimes you have to be grateful for, the fact that you can get up and you can walk, So sometimes it's just those little things. So, yeah absolutely. Lastly, I'm going to end on, I'm getting out of the camera view here, on some, on some yarn that I got last weekend. My sister came for a visit, and she had never been to the yarn shop, and I said, well, let's go.
Oh, you got pretties.
I did, and I'm going to make a moon bumps by Max the Knitter, and so I got some Fua Fua.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you bought it for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, moon bumps. So I got this. This is the hot pink colorway right there, and this is just luxury yarn right here for sure.
So this yarn is merino and cashmere, and it's a lace weight.
Yeah.
And
It's like an alpaca.
I just found out last night that Moondrake is testing 100% cashmere.
Oh, wow.
Called Super Fua Fua.
Called Break the Bank.
I didn't even ask price.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm real excited about testing the waters
Yeah,
with that, hopefully.
Absolutely. And then I got some making tracks. Now, Glen does have the worsted weight as well.
It's supposed to be DK.
Yeah, but it looks worsted. Yeah. And then, it does.
What did
and
we
then,
do as kids?
Right.
Knock on wood, you can't talk.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is the light. And what is this? Zinnia is the colorway. So these are going to go together for a moon bumps.
That's going to be pound, ain't it pretty?
Gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely. And then Glen was talking about his colorway
Happy Day.
Yeah, that he did with Magpie. And this is it. And I just love these colors. These are some of my favorite colors. Turquoise and orange are my two favorites. So there you can see it says Happy Day.
In the pictures, it has kind of a gray tone to it. But
yeah, the blue does.
Yeah, but it's such a pretty blue.
It is.
And,
it's like a sky blue, I think.
Kiki at Magpie.
In there.
Love those girls. But anyway, beautiful yarns. Beautiful yarns.
It
and
is.
My goal this year is to make a pair of swanky socks for myself.
There you go.
Yeah, so, we usually don't knit for ourselves.
I knit for myself all the
you?
time. Yep,
Okay.
that's all I do. It's
Well,
my
you can
money
help me do that.
and my craft and my time.
I hear you, girl.
So I mostly knit for me. Everybody
That's a
always
good
goes,
thing.
"Oh, who are you making that for?"
Me? I'm making my cardigans for me.
I make socks for other people, but. And then I did get, you always have these, and they're my favorites, from Minnie and Pearl. The, yeah, I love these. I don't have to say it out loud. I've talked about these on the podcast before, and they're my favorites.
I need to restock those too.
They're fun. There's all different kinds.
I love it. People will come in. I have these in like a tray up there, and they say, "What are these?" I say, "Stitch stoppers or needle point protectors," and they're like, and they're thumbing through. They go, "Oh, ooh, ooh!"
right.
I love the reactions.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's fun.
It's all about having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What else is there in life but to try to have some fun?
Yes.
There's a lot. There's too much that's serious, so you might as well try.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'll do a little tour of everything real fast here, and then Glen's got to open and get to work. And I'm going to close like I always do and just say to make sure to give yourself the same grace that you give everyone else. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay?
And have a happy day.
Have a happy day, for sure. Bye.